forgiving call, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. And welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for November 26, 2020, 3 p.m. Eastern, Thursday. We've all, discussed and through the years understand that Thanksgiving basically is being thankful and giving. The crucial part of our existence while we're in these physical forms is to be in deep gratitude 24/7. Sometimes that's a little difficult for us because of the fact that we allow the external world to interfere with us, the ego mind. But for the most part, the more we practice being in 24-hour, constantly, always in deep gratitude and reminding ourselves, even if you have to remind yourself 1,000 times a day, it is always, you always move into deep gratitude for everything. It doesn't matter what is happening on our external world. It is always about within ourselves and being in the deepest of eternal gratitude. The reason in these meditations that I repeat that so often is because it takes a lot for the ego mind to move aside for us to knowingly bring that in, that understanding. And that's what's in our core anyway. And the gratitude brings us, love is our true essence. And there's no limits of taste, religion, race, or nationality at all. That's just all superficial. That's external reality. That's the external world. We are all beads strung together on the same thread of love. And to awaken this unity, I'll take it one step further. We're one bead, but we appear as many. And to awaken this unity and to spread to others the love that is our inherent nature is the true goal of mankind. And there was a saint, there is a saint, I should say, or there was, however you view it. And the saint was called the hugging saint, Amachi. You can look it up. Amachi was the hugging saint. And one of the most challenging and rewarding things that we are here to do on this planet is to learn how to truly connect with people. And Thanksgiving affords us that with loved ones and friends and strangers. This means being able to engage freely with others on the deepest emotional, spiritual, mental, and physical levels. When we are connecting with each other in these intimate ways, we open up new energies of love, lightness, and power within ourselves. And this allows us to explore the most hidden and mysterious aspects of our being. Now, there are many wonderful divine things inside each and every single one of us. And for you to find them, it takes a willingness to open yourself and let others inside you. The outer world is our playground, which serves as the catalyst for our main spiritual growth in this lifetime. All the people that we all interact with along the way, are perfect mirrors for each of us, reflecting the deepest understanding of what is happening within our innermost process. The more we open, engage, and can intend with others in a way that feels genuinely healing, liberating, and loving, then naturally a sacred healing source finds its way into your heart, falling into every crack and crevice of your very being. As babies, we came into this world completely unrestricted, unguarded, and unafraid of being intimate with others. You remember that? Did you have any hang-ups or situations? No. You were a bubble of bliss, and your heart was naturally open, fearless and unconditionally loving, total, deep, eternal love. You were constantly merging with everyone and everything you met. Giving and receiving touch was as natural as breathing. Then, throughout your childhood, a grid of social rules were unconsciously implanted upon you. They were given to you so you could fit in and survive the system and become accepted member of the society. You were taught there was a right and wrong way to talk to people, to work, play, to touch others, and socially interact with everyone. These social rules often created feelings of limitation, separation, and distance from other people. This fear-based system educated you that you'd be punished in some way if you broke one of their rules. Their rules. And these rules have been planted in such old, deep soil within you that you may not be aware how they are rooted in functioning in your everyday life. Now, I guess so to speak, that we are adults and on the path of healing, personal growth, and self-realization, our job is to liberate ourselves from every single limitation that has been imposed upon us. We are here to find freedom from every mental, emotional, social, and physical prison that we are living in. We are here to grow beyond all these walls. We already know which social rules are imperative not to break, as they would hurt others, yourself, and perhaps throw you into jail. Yet, this level of liberation that I'm speaking about is not about breaking those types of social laws. This freedom is much more involved than that. This path is about finding a freedom within yourself that is so enormous, so ecstatic, and full of aliveness that every societal rule must bend and bow down on the path to greet you. If you're interested in discovering a new level of inner freedom and liberation in your life, then this is my invitation for you. It is to start breaking free from the social programming which says, keep to yourself. And God forbid, don't physically touch anybody you don't know. Try on something radical and completely new here. Explore what it's like to reformat your social software to experiencing more physical touch with everyone you know. Make the habit of creating heart-to-heart connections with everyone you meet, especially those who are cold, resistant, and truly need a hug. Now the time that you have here is absolutely precious and not worth wasting a single day on feeling distant and separate from others. Devote the remainder of your life to replacing every potential handshake with a heartwarming hug. Open your arms to new people you meet and embrace them. This deeply transformative, heart-opening practice, which will change your entire life in more ways than you could possibly imagine. Do you ever notice in this social structure on this planet how people hug? I mean, have you ever seen that? They're afraid to have full body contact, so they bump chests or pump fists. Think about that now. Now, you'll come to a point, once you, with yourself, is together with the core of exactly who and what you are, you'll decide to break free from all the social rules and open your heart to embracing everyone you meet. You'll notice something dramatic will shift inside you. The life that you once lived, which felt separate and distant from others, soon becomes warm, fearless, and healing in all of your relationships and conversations. In a few months' time, you will have trained everyone who knew you that they would give and receive a hug whenever you met. Think about that now. Your entire world is surrounded with beating, warm-spirited friends who instantly open their hearts to you upon first sight. And for the very first time, you will feel as if your heart had a home inside of every person in your life. So you become like a hugaholic. It's a practice that requires a delicate balance of giving and receiving love. Isn't that what this is all about? Not just Thanksgiving, but everything. It's a delicate balance of giving and receiving love. You don't have expectations or attachments. Why would you? It honors where people are at and their ability to let love in, and yet lives under a very radical and rebellious assumption that the most of society needs to hug each other more frequently. This doesn't mean that you're running up to embrace every single person you see on the street. The hugs that come from you are more of a natural heart-opening effect that come through a deeper devotion to your heart and spiritual path. When your heart truly opens up to the source of love, it becomes overflowing with such a genuine, fearless energy that you have to share it with everyone you personally meet. You just don't care anymore if the other person is going to be offended if you reach out to hug them. You've already let so many social rules run your life, so don't let the ego get in the way of love. It may first seem unnatural and fake to open your arms to a perfect stranger or a non-hugging family member. Maybe some of you have experienced them, who you just don't let anyone associate with them on that level. You ever done that when you walk inside and then kind of go, oh no, sorry. The hug may feel like you're hugging a stiff oak tree, where you might receive a painful slap on the back. The communication begins with teaching others how to hug. It's just like I used to teach people in preparation for interviews, all levels, CEOs, board member, you name it. And I would have to teach them how to shake hands properly. Okay? This is pretty much, it's how to hug. So you got to kind of practice that. Excuse me. Let them know why you are doing this and what it means to your life. And be radically honest with people. You have nothing but your ego to lose. And with a little practice, you'll soon find each new embrace becomes more warm and cozy than the last. In a very short while, you'll find that the community around you then becomes a doorway to deeper healing and transformation within yourself. To give and receive. and you look at Thanksgiving, thank you for giving. To give and receive the ultimate hug, you must understand that every heart-to-heart meeting you have is a short yet divine opportunity for each person to relax, rest, and dive deep within themselves. It may last 3 seconds, 3 minutes, or 3 hours, all depending on the level of communication you create. What are most of us afraid of? Is it that we're so separated from each other, from ourselves first, and then each other, that we feel it's a sexual thing when we have body hugs? It's really, really strange. So, your heart-opening practice with others will soon become a joyful habit that everyone looks forward to, and will soon manifest in the most amazingly joyful life everyone could possibly live. Your life is meant to be juicy and overflowing with great aliveness. You are not here to live a life of feeling separate, isolated, or avoiding touching other people. Mankind needs gentle, warm physical touch every day to remain healthy. Research it. It's a fact. It is vital and essential for each of us to be happy and exist in a state of true mental, emotional, and physical health. And when you stop caring about the social boundaries people have around, truly embracing another being, you realize that there is an entire world of loving hearts available for you to connect with. And through a radical, playful honesty with others about your new Hugging Life mission, you will feel the mind from all social inhibitions and find the trust and love that will guide you. It is your devotion to melting the walls everyone has around their hearts that the right words and actions will come to you and will turn any socially awkward situation into the most enlightening and healing heart-opening connection. An enlightened hugaholic is not about being an efficient, effective, professional hugger who is trying to save the wounded hearts of this world. It's more about expanding the love inside your heart by consistently melting through the fearful, egoic walls people have around theirs. A socially acceptable and unacceptable behavior comes from the ego. And when you break through any social taboo, such as hugging someone for 15 minutes in public, an entire universe of unlimited possibilities will start opening up inside you. The sun shines down, and its image reflects on 1,000 different pots filled with water. And the reflections are many, but they are each reflecting the same sun. Similarly, when we come to know who we truly are, we will see ourselves in all people. The hugging saint, Amache. Our hearts are the doorway to God. There is nothing more socially powerful and personal than experiencing a deep merging embrace with a genuine heartwarming hug. And by implementing hugging others as a simple daily practice, you will mend the many years of deep fragmented feelings you may be carrying inside. Most of us are living in an overly controlled, rigid social system that is afraid of social displays of affection. The deeper fear is that sex may take over the weak will-powered beings and create all sorts of future complications. This may have been a problem 100 years ago, yet in the 21st century, I believe we are much more conscious and advanced than we're giving ourselves credit for. And when you start your hugging practice with people, you might find a fear arises inside you from approaching those who aren't okay with intimacy or their own sensuality. And when you can break free from any fear of intimacy, you are empowering yourself in more ways than you can possibly realize. And the fear comes from our survival instinct that is terrified of being vulnerable. There's a deep inherent need to connect with people physically, and yet finding how to have real intimacy and healthy boundaries is the key. Welcoming the warm embrace of another makes us face how scared, isolated, and lonely we all truly are. Most people are so afraid of rejection that they cannot take the risk to open their arms to hug another. And the fear of being shunned, unaccepted, and avoided is so painful that they would rather remain closed and distant, being free from emotional risk. The problems is this irrational fear can be so pervading that this energy can have a paralyzing effect on every single social interaction that any of us have. If you look at your own social fears, what thoughts and feelings do you have that stop you from giving everyone a hug? If there was a part of you that was afraid of intimacy, how young would this part be, and what fearful story would it be telling? The energy you're spending in trying to connect with certain people is the exact same energy proportionally to what you're spending trying to avoid certain other people. The thing we run from is the thing we run towards. When you stop judging and start hugging, you'll see all your fears evaporating every day. The truth is that everyone is on the same level when it comes to love, because we all have a deep humility found inside our hearts that every single one of us yearns to be held, loved, and cherished, and this experience can be found inside every single being on this planet. So I want you to open your mind this year to going on a real hugging adventure. Make the commitment from now on that each person you meet, you will force yourself to open your arms and move towards them with a loving smile. Relax into your heart. Explore the magic that happens when you embrace. It could be a male or a female. It doesn't matter. What does matter is that you devote yourself to this hugging practice every single day. Start breaking all the social hugging boundaries that you can. Hug the clerk behind the cash register, the manager you were upset at, your neighbor who you never talked to. Get into the hugging habit, especially when it feels uncomfortable. You just don't know how important your hugs may be for people. That one person who is not so good at social interactions and perhaps has not been touched or hugged for many years may be right in front of you. You may be that one amazingly sacred gift they secretly need inside to make their life worth living. And right now, pretend that you have never given nor received the most amazing hug in the universe. This profound, life-changing, cosmic hug is one that will make your heart feel like it's a pink, puffy cloud all day long. Explore what it's like to hug people as if it was a new art form that nobody knew existed. Imagine you are discovering this special, exotic technique which will take you into the highest levels of bliss. Let yourself explore each hug as if you were falling into the arms of God and arriving into heaven. Trust this experience each time until you completely give up all inhibitions and fear. Just open your arms and smile whenever you meet someone new. Don't even think about it. Just do it. All the while you are genuinely smiling. Most people will just copy whatever you're doing and open their arms too, because social rapport is embedded into our very core. Most people don't want to seem distant, cold, or closed down, so embrace them and love them as long as is comfortable for you and them. It is important to realize that it takes a very advanced soul, a very advanced soul, a very advanced soul to know how to hug another being in a deep and meaningful way. Do not get too discouraged if you or your partner are not able to immediately follow these steps and find the ultimate cosmic hugging experience. It may take time before some people trust this feeling of being embraced with deep eternal love. Share this understanding and share this divine experience with anybody you choose. There are 4 super cosmic hugs. 4. And if you want to get a copy of the anatomy of a hug, I know that sounds silly to most. It's real simple. It's a little right. Brain desperately trying to slow down time. And it gives you mouth sighing silently, heart skipping a beat, down, boy, down. The super cosmic hugs. Look people in the eyes when you meet them. Smile and give a first initial, I love you greeting just from your eyes. The eyes are the windows to the soul. So let the love come through them. Love the other person not because you should, but because they are lovable, need love, and have available for receiving love. Make this about giving love from your soul and also receiving any love that you need to. This is not about trying to get them to give love back to you. Yet be open to that when it does occur. Hugging is about intimacy and creating a connection with other parts of mankind that breaks through all your fears, walls, and limitations. Super cosmic hug number 2, allow your chest to physically touch the other's chest. Embrace their body in the most gentle, slow, and loving manner that is deeply welcoming them into your heart. And when the other embraces you, rest into the other person's heart. Surrender any walls or fears you have and melt for a few moments into the other's body. Take a deep breath together with the person and exhale together. Ask them to breathe with you if they are open to it. Allow your heart to open and connect with the heart and being of the other soul. Super cosmic hug 3. Remain centered in your body as you embrace and surrender into the other. This is not about giving your heart away to the other person. They already have a heart. So why would they need a second heart for? Enjoy the process of finding the balance point in the very center of yourself in this experience. It can be very easy to get lost in the other or to remain distant, separate, and in control. Find the middle path where you can breathe with them and be in their energy field and deeply rooted and centered in your essence at the same time. And then super cosmic hug step 4. When your bodies physically meet, find a level of full bodily embrace that feels enjoyable, healing, healthy, and relaxing for everyone involved. Some people will keep their pelvis, sex center, pulled back so as not to get too close, while others may push into you. Just find the middle ground where you're not resisting nor pushing, yet meeting them with the heart, belly, and hips evenly. It takes practice, yet this is about learning how to get or let go of layers of social fears and sexual inhibitions we didn't even know we had. And to reach the more advanced levels of hugging, you may need to talk openly about these 4 steps in detail with your friend or partner. Practice hugging many times a day and get comfortable feeling what a real juicy hug is like for you. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted, and I am sure that we all are, and relax your bodies. Head to toe, inside now. And visualize for yourself, through your heart, mind, emotion picture, that you have no inhibitions. And if you do, you're the only one that knows what they are. And if you don't think you do, all you have to do or choose to do is feel. And you will identify those inhibitions and the root core of those inhibitions. You did not have them when you were a child. You did not have any of them. It's the ego holding on to all of them, the subconscious mind packing them away into the back of the library. So allow your body and you should have one of the most intimate relationships ever. You should know your body, head to toe, inside and out. You should talk with your body all the time. Have a conversation with your body. So the more you get to know your body, the more the body responds. The more the body is open and honest with you. So you relax your body, drop your shoulders, the contortion of the face you don't realize that you have, and anything that you've been carrying with you over the last 24 hours or anything that you have dragged with you through this life from long ago past, all the burnt, hurt feelings and everything, let them flow off of you. They don't do anything for you. You've already experienced it. So as you relax the body, we move into the now. And the now is what we have. The ego will argue with you forever, incessantly. But the now is, the ego will try to get you into the future or the past. It will ignore the now because the now means the ego is not needed. And the now means the mind is not needed, which means they cannot master you. And you end up mastering them. So the now stills the mind, the ego, the subconscious mind. It moves you out of the mind. The now moves you out of the mind. All you do is focus on moment to moment. Little things, basically. Whatever it may be. Sneezing, you're focused on that now. A shower, you're focused on that now. A breath, you're focused on that now. Some of us will go into the past. We all go into the past, and we all wander off into a future that doesn't exist. Some of us will stay in the past so long that we'll take that past, we'll drag it into a future that doesn't exist, create that future from that past, relive that past in that future. Remember, we're always moving forward. We're never looking over our shoulder. We're never looking back. We're always moving forward. The next adventure. Always the next adventure. In the moment. So how do you stay in the moment? You don't go in the future. Most of us will stay in the past or the future, or the combination of both of them. Very few of us stay in the now. When you are in the now, how do you stay in the now? Your breath. Your breath is sacred. It's divine positive energy. It is omnipotently powerful. It's more than just breath, which we take for granted so often. So the breath, divine positive energy, sustains the vessel that houses the kingdom of God within each and every one of us. So when you feel yourself wandering off into a future that doesn't exist, embracing a past that's long gone, focus on your breath and it will move you in the now. Because the breath is the now. It is not the past or the future. It is only the now. Feel it. Experience every single breath that you have. And as you focus on the breath, have it filling your lungs, energizing your entire body, supercharging you. You take an Easy breath in through the nose, easy breath out through the mouth. And as you breath in through the nose, your divine positive energy is your breath. You move it through the center of your body completely. We have 7 colored wheels of light, 7 energy vortexes right through the center of us. These are known as chakras. Each a flower, each geometrical shape inside the flower, all different. These are astral plane connectors, bridges, conduits. They are the pure conscious spirituality, conduits, connections, tunnels. So visualizing your heart, mind, motion picture as you bring your breath, your divine positive energy, along with your God force, love, light energy, your ki, your chi, your prana, and we watch as we move it all the way through the center of us to the tops of our heads. The root chakra, the Muladhara, the red wheel of light, career, money, and mindset, and sense of belonging, represents your foundation and feeling of being in the now. The base of your spine, tailbone area. Your emotional issues, survival issues, such as financial independence, money and food. Your physical associations, spine, rectum, legs, arms, and circulatory system. Then we move to the orange wheel of light, the sacral chakra, the Vadhisthana, sexuality and pleasure. This is your connection and ability to accept others and new experiences. It's the lower abdomen, about 2 inches below the navel and 2 inches in. It's emotional issues, your sense of abundance, your well-being, pleasure, and sexuality. Your physical association, reproductive organs, kidneys, bowels, immune system. Then you move to the golden yellow wheel of light, the solar plexus chakra, the Manipura. Personal power and ability to channel. This is your ability to be confident and in the flow, the now of your life. It's in the upper abdomen and the stomach area. Emotional issues are your self-worth, your self-esteem, your self-confidence. Your physical association is central nervous system, pancreas, liver, digestive tract, skin. Then we move with the emerald green wheel of light on the Anahata, love, relationships, and self-acceptance. This is your ability to love. It is located at the center of your chest, just above the heart. Your emotional issues are love, joy, and inner peace. Your physical association is heart, thymus, lower lungs, circulatory system, immune system. Your throat chakra, the blue wheel of light, Vishuddha, self-expression. It's our ability to communicate. It's in our throat. Emotional issues are communication, self-expression of feelings, the truth. Your physical association is thyroid, respiratory system, teeth, and vocal cords. Then you move to your third eye chakra, the indigo wheel of light, the ajna, intuition, sense of purpose and direction in this life. It's your ability to focus on and see the big picture. The trees through the forest through the trees, or both, or none. Location is your forehead between the eyes, also called the brow chakra. Your emotional issues, intuition, imagination, wisdom, ability to think and make decisions. Physical association, pituitary gland, eyes, and sinuses. Then we move to the violet wheel of light, the Sahasrara, connection to the divine. This is your highest chakra. It represents your ability to be fully connected spiritually, the God, the pure consciousness. Location is very top of the head. Your emotional issues are inner and outer beauty. It's your connection to spirituality and pure bliss. The physical association is your pineal gland, your brain, and your nervous system. Now, you've witnessed through your heart, mind, motion pictures of bringing these energies all the way up to the top of your head. And we hold that energy for a brief moment that I am love, I am light, I am. And in that brief moment, we condense and compress this energies into pure liquid energy and release it over our pineal glands. And the pineal gland absolutely comes alive fully. This gland is very important to us while we're in these physical bodies. It is imperative that this gland is fully operational, vibrantly healthy, and expanding. It's imperative because it is the gateway to all the particles of existence, the pure consciousness, the God, the astral plane, and beyond. So you can view through your heart, mind's motion picture how you perceive your pineal gland. I see it as actually a green ball, and this ball is a rosebud. And then when I pour this pure liquid energy over that rosebud, it explodes into a beautiful, massive rose with multicolored petals, with a fragrance that is absolutely marvelous, magnificent, and fully functioning, vibrating a shimmer of light wave particles that permeate me in every direction constantly. And all those particles are connections to all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever, beyond, and forever. It allows me to move effortlessly everywhere, every time, whenever and however. It allows me to connect with all the particles of existence at one time. It allows me to be in everything at one time. We're also consciously aware, all of us, that we are of and from the highest, the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest, the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. And we're merged. We are the God. We are the one. We are the love. The spirit, the soul, the higher self, the heart mind, the ego mind, the subconscious mind, the body, the God, the pure, everything is one. So when we walk this earth, as all of us do, we are heaven on earth. And each step we take is paradise on this earth. We have others with us. We have the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the archetypes. We have the ascended masters: Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, Shananda, Jesus, El Morya, Abundantia, Pel, Thoth, Yahweh, Yeshua, and many, many, many more. Now the archangels, their civilization vibrate at a different frequency than we do. That's why we don't see them like we see each other. But they're there, we interact with them all the time. We meet them. We don't really identify when we meet them, interact with them. But then afterwards, the heart, the core of our being responds, blossoms out to us. That wasn't just regular, that was a meeting with an angel. And it's a piece of bliss that comes out of each of us. Now, they can literally surround any of us in the tens of thousands. Because of their vibrational frequency, they can house a large number in a small area. Ascended masters are those who have mastered ascension into physical form, out of physical form, hold God form, pure consciousness. We have ascended into physical form. We are mastering physical form, and we are creating experience in physical form so that we can perfect our creations. And understand that our vibrational frequency is paramount, our harmony. This is why the archangels, cherubim, seraphim, archetypes, and the ascended masters, and just like us, all of us, reflections of each other, facets, are consciously aware that we are of and from the highest, the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. Always in love, always in gratitude. No exceptions. Now we are compelled to call out to all the other facets and reflections of ourselves. So we call out to all the light energy beings and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. Only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation, liberation of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, and this now, in forming the circle of light. They come in the Guga Plexus. One Gugaplex fills this entire universe. One Gugaplex fills this entire universe. They come in trillions of Gugaplexes from every direction. And they are with us now. We call upon all the inhabitants of inner earth, hollow earth, Agartha, and beneath earth. Only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming the circle of light. And they come in the billions, and they are with us now. We call upon all the off-worlders, all the galactics, all the celestials, only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation, form the circle of light. We're only familiar with just a fraction of them. 1,000 travel through the solar system every day. Trillions throughout the universes every day. And the ones that we're barely familiar with, the Pleiadians, the Sirians, the Arcturians, the Andromedans, the Zeta Reticuli, the feline, the Greys, the Nords, the Draco, the Reptilian, the Golden Pyramid, the Avian, many, many, many more. They've been assisting us in our evolution, enlightenment, ascension, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and our own self-imposed slavery. And this includes all of their species and levels in their civilizations. It includes the good, the not so good, and the bad. But understand, if the lower vibrational frequencies cannot sustain themselves with us in this high vibrational harmony and frequency of deep eternal love unless they are consciously aware, which means they would no longer be not so good and bad. They would only be good. They come in the billions, and they're with us now. We call upon all of our loved ones, all of those who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. Only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming the circle of light. And they come in the billions, and they're with us now. We call upon all light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on and above and below this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, and this now, in this meditation, this liberation. We're only familiar with just a fraction of them. Fairies, sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the dwarves, the trees, the trolls, the elementals, earth, air, water, fire, ether, the mermaid, the dolphin, the whale, the pegasus, the unicorn, centaur, the minotaur, many, many, many more. They come in trillions in numbers. Shapes, colors, sizes, forms, configurations, which many we have never, ever seen or experienced. Yet all parts of us. And again, only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming this circle of light. And they come in the trillions, and they're with us now. And we're all gathered, reflections of each other in all existence, all in harmony of deep eternal love and gratitude. Arm in arm, hand in hand, God's all one. We're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence, abundance, prosperity. We immediately form a massive circle of light. It is the very core existence that's within each and every one of us. Its vibrancy is of the highest highs of deep eternal love and gratitude. It grays out the sacredness of space. It saturates this planet, all of our brothers and sisters, all life, the highest supreme value in the universes, eternally. It would take 1,000 billion suns in this solar system to even come close to its radiance. Now we begin to ascend up and continue liberation of this planet Earth, Gaia Arya in this now, into the higher frequencies of deep eternal love and gratitude in perfect harmony. And as we do so, we're met with a gossamer field, massive ocean of glitter. It is all of these vibrant colors, little mirrors reflecting all of the facets and aspects of all of us. As we appear separate, we are still one. The separation is the illusion. In this gossamer field, we're immediately met with the emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael. This is a column that reminds us all that we are the power of healing. We're then met with the purple, violet, blue flaming light of Archangel Michael. This is a column that reminds us all of our omnipotent power, strength, and resolve. We're then met with the white fire. This is a column that reminds us all that from head to toe, inside and out, perpetually, 24/7, eternally, that we are protected with a God force, love, light, frequency energy that is impenetrable from any external source. Period. No lower vibrational frequencies to sustain even anywhere near our armor without being vaporized and becoming no more. So nothing can harm us externally. But only you have the power that if you decide to lower your vibrational frequencies low enough through greed, deceit, deception, anger, hatred, revenge, fear, you will create a breach in your white fire armor, enough so to allow the lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies to come flooding in. Now, if you do decide to do this, you'll be met with the purple transmuting flame. This is the column that reminds us all that we can bring in the purple transmuting flame. We can transmute all these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies into neutralized substance and effortlessly send them to pure consciousness, the God, where they are vaporized. Then we're met with the violet ray. This is a column that reminds us all that we can bring in the violet ray. We can purify, cleanse, and harmonize the area where these lower dark matter frequencies, survival matter frequencies once were, sealing the breach in our white fire armor, restoring our perfect divine harmony of deep eternal love and gratitude. We're then met with the golden white pink light. This is the column that reminds us all that we are the sunsets. We are the sunrises. We are the sunlight. We are the sun. We are the rain, and we are the rainbow. We are the mountains. We are the trees. We are the forests. We are the streams, the rivers, the lakes, the ocean. We are the snow. We're everything in everything. We are one. We are God, pure consciousness. We are love. And our God-like life force energy is in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And it continues to intensify, and it continues to expand. Now we continue to ascend above this planet and its liberation, with the highest of the highest high frequencies deep within our core beings. And as we do so, some of us step outside our physical form, if we're carrying physical form, and we float effortlessly above it. We then come across, in front of us, this massive crystalline light tower that is larger than a solar system. You view in the center of it, in the shaft, the column, this massive oblong sphere that in the center is this brilliant golden white sparkling light. And you watch as it's sending out shimmering warm mist that's literally dancing on your skin and being absorbed into the core of your being. Total divine perfection. Beautiful, deep, eternal love and gratitude. And around it are all of these bands of light, sparkling and shimmering, all giving out warm waves of sparkling mist that hit your skin, literally hug your skin and then absorb within to your core of gratitude, of thankfulness, of deep eternal love, of joy, of gentleness, of kindness, of generosity, of humbleness, of bliss, peace, prosperity, abundance, riches, wonderful health, all saturating each and every one of us. You can feel it, see it in your heart, mind, motion picture. It's constant. It's perpetual. And at the top of it, we designed it so the golden ocean can come cascading down 360 degrees, flooding us all. Every one of us. All life, highest supreme value in the universe is flooding with deep eternal love, deep eternal gratitude and peace and joy and prosperity and happiness. Well, all of it. You can't escape it. It is part of you. And all of us are drops of that golden ocean. And we all hold the essence of that ocean. And the ocean is the drops. And the drops are the ocean. And there is no separation. There never will be. It is just an illusion. Then we see our meditative sphere. It's that center circle. We all created this meditative sphere. It holds well over 1,000 of our meditations, all in perpetual motion. And it constantly floods us to our very core existence of deep eternal love and gratitude, always, perpetually. All life, highest supreme value in the universes, all over and through us, above us and below us. Total liberation of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light. This is why our meditative sphere can be seen, heard, and felt in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And this is why it continues to intensify. And it continues to expand. And there is no end. There is no end. No end. You feel it. All of it. Everything. This moment is the only thing that is real. Everything happening, your ears, is a grand illusion created by your minds. This moment contains the only true existence. It is the only place you can find the divine. The past and the future are amazing, yet are delusions that take each and every one of us away from the divine and are not actually real. They are continuously being fabricated and replicated by your minds. For 10 times randomly today, stop the mind by surrendering to the present moment. And an amazing spiritual experience will begin to unfold within each and every single one of you. And the longer you can remain completely present to the now, don't take my word for it. Check it out for yourselves and see for yourselves. I'll join you in meditation and return to close us out. easy breath in through your nose, and an easy breath out through your mouth. Move slowly. The moment you start seeing life as non-serious, a playfulness, all the burden on your heart will disappear. All the fear of death, of life, of love, everything will disappear. One starts living with a very light weight, or almost no weight. So weightless one becomes, one can fly in the open sky in the deepest, deepest, deepest of eternal gratitude, and eternal love, and eternal joy, and eternal hugs. Have a deeply filled gratitude Thanksgiving. Take it all with you for the rest of the day into the evening and night and the following morning, if you wish, for the rest of your stay in this body that you're in. We'll be back here Friday, 3 p.m., November 27th. Continue our global guided meditation call.